Hi Aries, welcome. So Aries, this is going to be a reading. I'm going to start with the spiritual general messages and then we're going to go into the you versus them love reading. My readings are timeless, so I just trust that whenever you find this, that's when it's for you, and let's get into it. So Aries, when I was meditating for your reading, I got a song. It's called Law of Attraction. I actually don't know the name of the artist, but there can't be that many songs out there titled Law of Attraction. And obviously the song is about honoring the law of attraction. And we'll go into that in a little bit more detail as we go through the reading. But I was also getting messages about if you're having uncertainty about your career path maybe or finances, it's encouraging you to just trust to do what you love, Aries, and to chill out a little bit when it comes to that topic. Whatever you've given energetically, you will receive. You don't need to push for that or manipulate the energy in order to make things work for you. All you have to simply do is to get into allowance mode. And so that's the encouragement there. And then I also got a card out. There it is, the Hierophant, Taurus energy. But this also represents, commitments, sticking to what you believe in and taking the higher road. And then, you got the card of comfort, because that's where all your comfort is going to truly come from. That's where all your abundance is going to come from. That's where the sweet spot is, if you will, Aries. So let's dig a bit deeper and see what else we got coming through for my Aries. Where's that song again? Law of attraction. Oof. If you guys know who the artist of that song is, put it in the comments, please. Okay, so be careful about making something out of nothing, by the way, also during this time frame. And most importantly, be very careful about comparing yourself to other people, especially Aries, if it is in a negative way or in a negative sense. You have the card of comparisons, politics, and nothingness. So, Aries, you always want to see the best in yourself, but it also behooves you to see the best in other people. Even those people that may feel like they're competing with you or you're comparing yourself to, or maybe they're comparing to you. I feel like if you see everybody on the planet through the lens of they are your friend and not your foe, then life will treat you very well. But if you see other people as separate from you, as enemies, as competition, or reasons to compare or feel less about yourself, then you're going to have a very difficult road, and you're going to come across a lot of people who test you, challenge you, buck up against you, etc. Not because, you're being punished or anything. It's just simply where your focus is at, right? Because you could certainly, choose to perceive other people in the best light possible, to give grace, to see the positive aspects of them, and then you would only rendezvous with the positive aspects of them. And these people that, you feel are snakes in the grass or enemies would literally disappear, because you do truly create your own reality. It's not that they're going to disappear off the planet. You don't have that kind of control, but they would disappear off of your planet, out of your reality, right? They would distance themselves. So be super, super careful, Aries, with comparisons or how you're perceiving other people. I always say, like, if you're looking for trouble, you're going to find it, or if you're looking, to uncover something or to look for the worst in someone, you're probably going to find it, because law of attraction is going to bring you evidence of whatever you're looking for. Does that mean you're right, though? And does that mean that you've uncovered all of who that person is, or just the specific negatives you're looking for? Because most people are a mixed bag of both good and bad, right? And what part of them are you likely to rendezvous with? It's whatever part you're looking for. is whatever part you're looking for. You're looking for a problem, you will find a problem. So, on the opposite end of that, Aries, also, though, if you're looking for a solution, if you're looking for the good, right, you're going to find evidence of that as well. So, let's see. Let's go a little bit further for my Aries and see what else we have coming through for Aries. We have the Knight of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, woo, and the Lovers, excuse me, and the Eight of Swords. So, Aries, this is about making, you know, progression, which I'm happy to see, but it's kind of slow and steady progress here. And then they're also highlighting creativity in your creative pursuits, as well as relationships and who you're attracting into your life. And there may be a little bit of stress around that with the Eight of Swords, or a little bit of worry or concern here showing up. But again, Aries, here you are at your best though, right? And when you're at your best, you feel at your best, right? But also, when, for you in particular during this time frame, the way to get into that good feeling space is to really stay as present, okay, and as practiced at staying present in the now, meaning you're giving most of your attention to what you have going on currently in front of you, not so much about what's headed next or the past, but now. And then finding things in the now to show gratitude and appreciation for, or to have fun with, right? Have fun in the now. So many people are out here planning for their future happiness, their future fun, not realizing that the future is an illusion. It's either here or now. Either you're having fun now or you're not, you know? So never place your good feelings somewhere that it's not, because it's now. Find a way to cultivate that in the now, and you'll be guaranteed another fun experience in the future, right? When it comes to relationships, like I said, you have a significant counterpart or relationship showing up here. It does seem to be pulling at your either heartstrings, or, you know, there could be some sort of restriction or stress around this, and we will kind of take a look at that a little bit further. So what else? Two of Wands. Okay, I have a very specific song coming through. It's LP, When I'm Over You. I love LP, by the way. If you don't know who she is, check her out. So, some of you are in this space where I'm getting a lot of like future thinking, right? Like, I'll be so much happier when I'm past this phase, or I'm over this, or I'm, you know, moved on from something, when I'm healed from this. And that's a tricky state of mind to be in, because again, you are placing, you know, your sense of relief and security and joy and happiness into a future state, meaning you're emphasizing, whether you want to or not, the have not in the now by placing what you want in the future. And so how can you flip the script in your life to make this an easier experience for you, Aries? Act as if you already have it. Don't wait to be happy. Don't wait to be healed. You are in this moment. Everything that you think you'll be in the future, you already are right now. It's just whether or not you're going to allow yourself to acknowledge that and feel that and know that. But it is the truth. So, Source is really encouraging you, Aries, to see yourself not in the future stance of I will be, but I am. I am healed. I am in the space of peace. I am in the space of bliss, right? And things are going to move forward so much faster for you. And it doesn't really matter what you're trying to heal from. Some of you, it is physical health. Some of you, it is a relationship or a specific relationship where you've been hurt. Others of you, it has to deal with money. You know, I'll be happy when I get that career opportunity or when I hear the news about what's coming up next for me. And Spirit is saying, be happy anyways. Be happy now with the expectation that what you want is on its way to you, and it will be on its way to you when you can do that. Because the only thing holding it away from you is the thought process, aka the vibration that you're giving, right? And how are you slowing this down? Well, certainly if you're comparing yourself to other people, it's slowing it down quite a bit. Or if you're getting caught up in the politics of something or looking for the wrongness in a person in particular, you know, because again, be careful how you view others, because others are a connection. Better said, others are an extension of you, of your source energy. The source energy that runs through you also runs through every other being on this planet, and therefore is connected to you. So that's really the only thing I see standing in your way. Otherwise, I feel like there's a lot of good things wanting to come through here for you, Aries, particularly, that's a really hard word to say, particularly. Let me find a different way to say this. Especially when it comes to abundance, and things that will feel more stable to you, will give you some sort of relief, right? So I do feel a change in luck coming through here, Aries. And they are encouraging you to keep the faith, to stay committed to what you believe in, and especially to stay committed to seeing yourself as successful. Not successful when you get the promotion, or successful when you hit $1 million or whatever. Successful now. Successful now, because that's all that exists is now. So they're saying just simply taking it out of a future stance and bringing it into the present moment is all the change in luck you need, right? This is talking about hope, faith, and healing. This is about, you know, being in alignment with your good feeling space and knowing that good things are on their way to you. And then there's the success. I always say, if you want to make sure that you have a reason to celebrate, celebrate without a reason. And you'll always have something to celebrate. Think about it. Okay, so let's see what the guidance is, Aries. And then we're going to go to the love reading. Let's see what else we've got coming through. And check that song out. I dig that song quite a bit. Law of Attraction. Okay, here's the card. Card number 41. Oh my gosh. I could not ask for a more specific, perfect card. It says, making peace with my today is what's going to improve my tomorrow. It may sound odd, but the fastest way to get to a new and improved situation is to make peace and stay present in your current situation. By making a list of the most positive aspects you can find about your current situation, you then release your resistance to the improvements that are waiting for you. But if you rail against the injustices of whatever you're currently living, you will hold yourself in vibrational alignment with what you do not want, and you cannot then move in the direction of improvement. It will defy the law. I could not think of a more perfect card, y'all. That's exactly what I was saying, Aries. So get out of your own way, so to speak, and be here now. And let's go into the love reading then and see what else you got coming through. I'm going to clear my energy and clear the cards, and I'll be right back. So stay right there. I'll see you in just a second. Welcome back. All right, Aries, now we're going to go into the you versus them love reading. And I'm going to go back and forth between you and the person you may be connecting with. Keep in mind it is a general reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and let's get into it. So, Aries, you have the card of the outsider. Very interesting. So you could very well feel like the outsider in a situation, or maybe you're a loner, black sheep type feel. And there could also indicate that there's feelings of abandonment here. This person has the card of harmony and intensity, which is really interesting because those two things kind of don't really go together, do they? So there's a bit of a contradiction in this person's vibration, one of harmony, you know, but then also on the other side of that, there seems to be a very intense urge, desire, could be impulsive nature showing up as well. So let's get into it and see. We're going to look at how you both think, and then how you both feel about each other, and then we are going to go into most likely outcomes. So let's see for my Aries. How does Aries perceive this person? What do they think about this person? The Fool, the Lovers, Queen of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles. So the first message I got with this Four of Cups is like, be careful not to ignore your intuition here, Aries, okay? That's like just in general, but I guess also as it pertains to perhaps relationships or this relationship. So this is showing up in, you know, how you think or perceive this connection. There's, to me, a sense of newness here, even if it's not a new person, but it could feel like there's a renewal possibly in the connection. If nothing else, this talks about not being afraid to take risks and go on adventures. That could be something you're looking for in a partner, or something that you like about this partner. But there's also this weird message here, and what I got from this is like ignoring feelings, or what I really got was, I don't care how you feel. So I don't know if like, if this is coming from you, if this is how you feel about the other person, or if there's like people on the outskirts weighing in and you're trying to ignore, you know, outsiders that may have thoughts or opinions that maybe you don't jive with. But I'm getting definitely that vibe here, so take it as it resonates. And I feel like too, when it comes to this person, like there's something inspiring here as well, and it's kind of teaching you in a way, Aries, to know your worth and to know what you're going to stand for, especially when it comes to relationships, but also the relationship that you have with yourself. Be careful that you don't get so wrapped up in a connection, though, that you start ignoring your responsibilities or the things that fulfill you, Aries. I do feel like Aries people are very passionate, and so that could translate in love to be like very intense, to where maybe sometimes you put your own I guess goals or desires on the back burner. But it could also be that the message is flipped and that's how this person is feeling, but take it as it resonates. So let's actually look at their cards then and see how they are perceiving you. Law and Judgment. They have the Death and Rebirth card. Okay. What else? Ace of Cups. Seven of Pentacles. And the Six of Wands. So this person may have been through some changes, some endings, some transformations, if you will, particularly when it comes to their heart space. to their emotional self, and to who and what they love. I feel like there is a level here of dedication and patience showing up, and this desire, right, for success or to be successful. Now this is showing up in how they think of the connection though. So I feel like, you know, things may have changed somewhat in the connection, but I feel that there's still a lot of love here. I'm getting loyalty vibes from the Seven of Pentacles. So especially if you're in like a committed relationship here, I feel like this person is like willing to put in the work or feeling like it is worth the investment. But you know, there's a sense too of like recognition of the connection as well, or wanting to be recognized for one's own worth, right? Like the Six of Wands to me is this desire to, I don't want to say show off, okay? Some of them might be a show off, or maybe they view you that way. I don't know. But it's a desire to be recognized, right? Like for your accomplishments and for all you've done for each other, or something of that nature going on here. So, and it could just be like this person recognizes your accomplishments, you're recognizing theirs. Yay, yada, yada, yada. But let's go further. How do Aries feel about this person? How does Aries feel towards this person? Nine of Wands, Queen of Wands, the Magician, Six of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. So it's kind of a mixed bag, and it doesn't all have to be related to this person, but I do feel, and I got the song Lonely by Justin Bieber when I looked at this card. I don't usually associate that song with this card, but take it as it resonates. So there could be some loneliness going on, Aries, maybe even when you are surrounded by people, or just something emotionally draining happening, and it may or may not be at all related to this person. But because this is showing up in how you feel, I get a sense of, I got the term gatekeeping. Take that for what you want. Like on one hand, there's like this inspiration here and this motivation to kind of get things done and to manifest action, you know, around the connection. And yet at the same time, like, I don't know if you're getting down on yourself or, you know, that's kind of what I feel, or like this other person is doing that, but it's kind of creating a barrier here. And if I go back to the spiritual reading, there was comparisons being made, and I just got the phrase comparison is the thief of joy. So be very careful, you know, about comparing your situation to anybody else's, especially if it makes you sad, you know, or drains you. Like, we're all on our own unique pathways and timelines, and you're exactly where you should be for your timeline. Don't ever forget that, right? But I feel, yeah, like there's kind of a lot going on emotionally. I feel a bit of a mixed bag here. So let's go into this person's heart space then. How are they feeling? Aries, Temperance, Ace of Wands, Six of Swords, and the Seven of Wands. So there's that inspiration and passion showing up here as well in this person. And you both have the Seven of Wands. They're kind of like the same picture, right? Like, look at this person. And then, like, look at this person. It's like the same depiction, right? It is protective mode. It is guarded. It's purposeful, but it's really not helpful type of energy, though. Because I feel like there's a barrier here, or something is serving as a barrier in the connection, or to things flowing as good as they could. I almost kind of get it's a bit of ego, you know, because when I look at these pictures, it's like, no, I know it's right. No, I know it's right. You know what I mean? Like that type of vibe. Like, you appease me, you appease me. I'm not backing down. I'm not backing down. And it's like, hey, mirror, mirror. You're like kind of doing the same thing to each other, whether you're aware of it or not. That happens a lot in relationships. But anyways. But then there's also the sense of inspiration here. I feel like this person needs a little bit more alchemy or balance when it comes to their emotional space, because again, I feel like they vacillate between kind of one extreme or the other. Particularly true if this person actually has like a diagnosis of like bipolar, maybe, or maybe you do, but I feel like they're working on it though. And there is a solution here. Like, this person actually wants, to have smooth waters, for things to move forward. But the Five of Pentacles, that's that abandonment type of feeling, or feeling without. Like, there's a lack of solutions here. And that's never true. That's actually a barrier. So as harmonious as this person wants to be, okay, to break it down to you, Aries, sometimes they're also their own worst enemy, because they often focus on what they don't want versus what they do want. And I don't feel this is intentional. I think this is an unawareness of self or of law of attraction in general. I feel like it's like they think they're protecting themselves, or like pushing away the don't want by saying I don't want that, or focusing on what they don't want, but they're actually calling it towards them when they do that. Because you get what you focus on, whether you want it or not. And so in some ways, like, this person acts as their own barrier or their own worst enemy. And again, there's like an unawareness around this. And it could definitely impact the connection, right, as well. So let's go to next steps then and see where this is headed. Ay! Oh, isn't that funny? That's why I got that song, Law of Attraction. Maybe this person needs the Law of Attraction study manual. All right, so where is this headed for Aries? The Queen of Swords. Oh, come on. The World, the Queen of Swords, the Three of Swords. But you know what, Aries? I feel like there's a different perspective here that Source is wanting you to take. And because you're connected with somebody who may like to focus on the things that aren't going well, it may cause you to also focus in that same way. And you got to be stronger than that. You have to be more strong-minded than that, okay? Because there's a chance here that you're going to catch this energy, right? And then you're going to start focusing on what's going wrong, or the hurt of something, or something that hurts you. And then it kind of moves you into a lower level space that's not helpful, right? And it kind of puts you in this space of like, I'm getting the song Lonely Again by Justin Bieber. So be very careful, right? At least during this time frame, that you're not taking on energies that are not yours to take on, Aries. Even if you love this person or you're up close to them, you can lovingly create sort of like a space or distance energetically from absorbing that. Yeah, and how do you do that? By staying in the space of love for self, for life, for what is going well for you. So let's see this person's most likely outcome. Some of you, by the way, just to break this down in a more simplistic way, if you've been hurt in the past by either this person or another relationship, that may be resurfacing during this time frame. And it's just here for you to process, not necessarily for you to relive. But by the way, if you focus on it too long, you'll repurpose it in your reality. So process it, let it go, see it from a different perspective, and then open yourself back up to love again. This person has the Knight of Pentacles, the Four of Wands. Yeah, they're kind of at odds with themselves. You know, it's weird because it's like they're kind of stuck on the way that they want it to be. And what they want here is probably the same things you want. Stability, union, for things to come together. This is commitment. This is loyalty. This is abundance. And yet there's a struggle. you know, and I feel the struggle is mostly internal with this person, like something internally, but it could come out outwardly, right? Because the battles we face internally often manifest also external to us. So I feel like this back and forth going on within this person between like harmony versus like this very intense energy, maybe like an impulsive type of vibe. They may also have moodiness or temper issues going on that are affecting them energetically speaking as well. But, you know, realize that when people start battles, it's often just a demonstration of the battle that they're having with themselves, and try not to take it personally. This person is being encouraged to take the high road and to stick with what they believe in and what they know to be true, and they will find their way. So let's see, Aries, what the guidance is. What's the guidance? Just gonna keep this one, but I'll take note of this one. The law of attraction assembles cooperative relationships when I am also cooperative. Card number 3. This is card number 25. Causing pain for others will attract pain to myself. The flawed premise that my way of life is the only correct way, therefore all other ways must be stopped, is the basis of the unhappiness on the planet. Not only do those beings who push against feel the pain, but those doing the pushing will feel the pain as well. In fact, the unhappiest and least fulfilled people on this planet are the people who are constantly pushing against others in an attempt to control their behavior. Because in doing so, they are disallowing the most important relationship of all, which is the relationship between them and them. The relationship between you, and you are connected to all that is also outside of you. Push against nothing. Ooh, Aries, that was intense. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Zodiac signs that you may be connecting with or have in your own chart. I have Taurus here, Sagittarius, Scorpio, let's see, Leo, could be another Aries. I've got Gemini, I got Aries again, Gemini again. I had Aquarius in the first half of the reading, and those are the primary signs I'm seeing. But keep in mind, it's a general reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it did resonate, let me know in the comments below. Also, don't forget to check me out on Facebook. I'm doing a daily free collective reading, so if you want a free collective reading every day, follow me there. Tarot Time with Dana. All of my social media is linked in the description as well as in the About section. Otherwise, wishing you guys the very best, and until next time, my friends, namaste.